What's up YouTube, this is GroudonEmpire and I am back for another episode of my Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Rating Battle Spot Single Laddering Series. Currently I am doing Mega Swampert team and this is part 2 of my Mega Swampert team. If you did not watch part 1, definitely check that out, especially if you're interested in a little team summary that I give at the beginning of all of my little trilogies, my little mini series of each Mega Evolution team. In part 1 I always have a little summary of the team and the thought process behind that, if you're interested in that. And after that I usually have one game, sometimes I have two. So in part 1 I had one game. If you want to check it out, definitely give it a gander. I'm definitely going to just start off with this episode. Just press the challenge button right now and we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into the middle of things. I'm using this Mega Swampert team, and if you didn't watch part 1, definitely give that game a gander, because while I did not play that game to the best of my ability, it was definitely interesting. It had a very interesting ending. So you want to give that a gander. I highly recommend that. Right now we see our opponent's team, and they have Stealth Rock weaknesses. Well, they have two potential Sashers, and they have one Pokemon that has a 50% weakness to Stealth Rocks. So I think it would be a really good idea to start off with the Stealth Rocks. And for this team, you know, Swampert is immune to Thunder Wave. It's immune to Thunder Wave, and I think it can actually. Oh my goodness! I think Swampert wins this game for us. So I need to set up the rocks to break that sash on the potential on that Greninja, whatever. And I need Politoed to set up the rain, because I know Swampert can win this. This is definitely Swampert's for the taking. So we're gonna go. Swampert can one-shot the Talonflame as long as it doesn't get burned after rocks, especially that thing. What's that thing called? That Diggersby's gonna go down. That Aegislash is gonna go down, especially after rocks. Lopunny should not be able to kill me, and in the rain I should be able to actually do big damage to it. Probably not one-hit KO it, but I could probably one-hit KO it, we don't know, but I can do big damage to it, enough to solidify my reasoning for bringing Swampert. Klefki is a problem if it sets up Substitute, but I'm not going to protect versus it. I'm just going to Mega Evolve right away, and I'm going to take that thing down. If it stalls my rain, though, I might be in trouble, because a Grass Knot Greninja will destroy my life. Anyways, this is my team: Garchomp, Politoed, and Swampert. So let's get right into things. Even when I made it to 1900 plus, I used to struggle around 1600s to break 1700s. And a big reason was because versus the teams that I was accustomed to testing versus, it just was not the same. You know, it just wasn't the same as the teams I used to like test versus. He's gonna use Swagger, and he's probably gonna use Foul Play next turn. I just hope I don't hit myself, because I need rocks. If I don't have rocks, I'm losing to that. I'm losing to that Greninja if I don't set up rocks. And I need to set up Stealth Rock ASAP. He's gonna use Substitute. I just hope I can set up my rocks. If I set up my rocks, then I stand a winning chance. Okay, I set up my rocks, and I'm going to use Earthquake right now. I just hope I can take this Klefki down. No, I'm gonna. Do I want to switch out into Politoed, or do I don't want to switch out into Politoed? A Foul Play is gonna kill me. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. Hopefully break. Okay, it's gonna go for the Swagger. I just hope I break this thing's sash. Not sash. This thing's Substitute. Once I break its Substitute, I can actually stand a chance at taking it down with Swampert without even having. I can Mega Evolve Swampert, kill this thing off, then switch out into my Rain Man, Politoed, and then it's gonna be a good time after that. You know. But I'm not going to switch out right now. I know I'm at +4 and it's risky, but I'm not going to switch out right now. I just need to make sure I kill this thing. Actually, it's going to keep on using Substitute versus me, so that's actually not a good idea. Do I want to go on to Politoed this early? Does Encore affect Pokemon behind a substitute? I have to look that up. Encore affect substitute. Like if the opponent is behind a substitute. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna go out into Politoed hoping that Encore does work. By the way, guys, if my sound is ever glitching up, let me know in the comment section, because I like when I hear it for myself on Camtasia, it's perfectly fine. So I don't know what's up if you ever have issues with anything. I am going to use Encore right now. Hope I break through. Hope I seriously break through. I need to break through. Otherwise I'm screwed. I absolutely need to break through. I'm going to use Encore, so this guy is stuck in Swagger. Alright, he's a Thunder Wave. That's fine too, because you're going to be stuck on that while I am going to go out into my Swampert. Nope, no. You get all the hacks in the world. You get all the hacks in the world. You get all the hacks in the world. Never mind. Never mind. And I thought we were in an extremely favored position to actually win this game. Looks like I'm going to kill myself. Never mind, he's stuck with Swagger now. So I can go out to my Garchomp, and I feel like I'm in excellent shape. Actually, you know what? No. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to go out into Swampert. I want to go out into Garchomp. I really don't want to risk going out into my Swampert and just... Okay, he leaves. Alright, that's nice. I go out into Swampert. What is this? Greninja. You know, if I went out into my homeboy Swampert, I would be in such amazing shape right now. It's fine. I'm going to use Earthquake because he's going to do that. He's going to Ice Beam me, and my dragon is going down. That really sucks. But it's all good. I'm going to go into my Swampert right now, and I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to Protect and Mega Evolve because he's going to have Grass Knot. I'm going to Mega Evolve and use Protect, and then I want to do good stuff afterwards. I absolutely have to. Now I have no choice but to use Ice Punch though, because he's going to use Grass Knot, and I can't use Earthquake, and you can easily just switch out into his Klefki. But you know what? If his Klefki gets frozen, then I'm in wonderful shape. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to go for an Ice Punch. He's going to switch out. He's not going to switch. Okay. Alright. You thought you were faster than me. Okay. Alright. That's good too. My opponent does have higher points than the opponents I've been losing to. So again, right now points really don't matter. Once March comes, then that's when points start mattering a lot more. I'm surprised he's not going to stall out the rain. I'm going to use Protect right now, and I want to do a damage calc. I just want to make sure I don't get hit by the Fake Out right now, so I'm going to use Protect. What does Mega Swampert do to a Lopunny? Let's see. Let's check it out right now. I'm jolly. I hope the rain doesn't run out. Oh my goodness, the rain ran out. That's alright. Hold on here. I'm just going to go into a Mega Lopunny and see what it does. What can you do to me? Can you even do anything to me? What can a Mega Lopunny do? Alright, so Mega Lopunny does 56%, does 60% to me, so, and I don't kill it. I mean, if I'm in the rain, do I kill it with the waterfall? No, I don't. After Stealth Rock? After Stealth Rock, I can kill it. Okay, so that's nice to know. I'm going to go back out into my Politoed because I want to set up the rain. And I think Waterfall we'll do a good chunk of damage afterwards, and we're gonna have a good time, hopefully. I really hope we do have a good time. And I know Politoed is not gonna be able to take this hit too well at all. At all. I could have used Protect. It's fine. It really, really is fine. I'm just gonna use Scald because I mean he can always miss the high jump kick, right? So it doesn't really matter when you think about it like that. Now it's all time for Swampert to come through, because only Swampert can help us out right now. Swampert has to come through with a waterfall. I'm gonna use waterfall right now, and I might kill this thing actually. Well, I hope I do anyway. And I do, so that's nice. I think it was only like a 43% chance to kill it off. But hey, I mean, oh well. I have the rain, and I used a waterfall, and I'm jolly, so yeah. Wow, after Stealth Rock. Yeah, I didn't really have such a good chance at one at KOing it, but hey, I killed it off. I ain't gonna complain, I killed it. Right now, I'm just gonna use Earthquake. He's gonna use Substitute Swagger. Yup, he's gonna make sure he's gonna lose HP while I keep on Earthquaking him. And I don't know why he's not using Swagger, because he should be using Swagger and not Earthquake. I mean, I'm not faster than this thing, so instead of stalling out my rain, which he should have done earlier, again, my opponent, in my opinion, their better play would have been to actually use Klefki to stall out the rain before bringing in the Lopunny. But whatever. And we finally misses a Swagger. You can only land consecutive Swaggers so many times in a row. And with that, it is good game. Mega Swampert coming in through in the end. And that was just awesome. My opponent is rage quitting right now because of this lag. They probably turned off the wireless adapter on their 3DS, and now the servers are trying to look for the opponent, but they obviously rage quitted. And that was fantastic. That counts as a win. We're going to look for another game or two, depending on the time, depending on how short or how long the next game is. And then the last part of this, part 3, is going to have the rest of the games to make sure I end up having a total of 6 games. As you can see, my points did not get affected because my opponent rage quitted. They disconnected. They didn't go through the entire thing, even though they played till the ending. So I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, they're still going to lose the points. You find their opponent 1638 from Japan, as is the case with everyone. You see their team, they have a Manectric and a Azumarill, super scary right away, and I also know that, Swampert can put in work versus his team, actually. It can put in a lot of work versus his team. Aegislash dies, Manectric dies, that Landorus dies, Azumarill doesn't quite die, but I do have Zapdos for that. Do I want to use Zapdos or do I want to use Raikou? Which one do I want to use for that is a real question. I know Rocks would come in a lot of handy, because there might be a lot of switching involved. And you know what? I like that. I like the fact that there might be a lot of switching involved, and I might start off with Garchomp, and I have Politoed and Swampert in the back. But then you know what? That Sableye is an issue. That Sableye is a tremendous issue. And that's just not a good time at all. And that's why I want Azumarill, because Azumarill can deal with Sableye and the Hydreigon, and then Politoed can help out with the rest of them. I'm gonna start off with Politoed, and then I'm gonna have myself an Azumarill, depending on what the lead Pokemon is. If it is Sableye, I'm gonna go into my Azumarill. All right. And if it's the Manectric, I'm going to go out into my Swampert. I'm sure he's not going to have HP Grass. If he has HP Grass, oh my god, I'm in trouble. Azumarill can wall Hydreigon, and it's a Fairy type stab to deal with the Sableye. That's nice to have. And Swampert, in the rain, it can destroy Landorus, it can destroy Manectric, it can destroy Aegislash. It can probably even destroy the Hydreigon. So I'm going to use Politoed, Azumarill, and Swampert. Azumarill is an amazing Pokemon, and when you end up using something like a Sharpedo instead of an Azumarill, you're just destroying your team, because I want to do a quick calc here, even though, again, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter, but I mean, I'm doing a calc here that doesn't really affect, like, I'm not doing it based on what I see on the screen. I'm just doing it for my, my curiosity's sake, if you will. And what am I going to do right now? It's probably a Mega. I want to burn this thing before anything else. Alright, so what am I doing? Mega Manectric. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick calc on my own time. I mean, not my own time. Just doing a quick calc right now to see what's cracking. In the rain, what happens without the Intimidate? Come on, man. Lose your ability. I mean, Ice Body or some crap like that. Okay, so Waterfall can kill it off, so I'm not in too much trouble. Okay, so right now, I'm going to go for the Scald versus this Sableye. I want to get the burn on it. I really want to get burn on it. Plus, I have I have a rain boosted Scald, so that's a rain boosted, I'm going to use Toxic on this Sableye now. Hopefully let it Mega Evolve and give me the Toxic. I know Scald does a lot of damage, but I really want to Toxic this thing. Yeah, I really want to Toxic this thing just in case I cannot pull through with Politoed. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We finally Toxic this thing. And now it's going to take residual damage that gets stronger and stronger as time goes. So that's awesome. That's amazing. And I still have my sun boosted, my rain boosted Scald. Keep on saying sun boosted. It's probably going to Mega Evolve now because now he sees I'm going to use moves like this and that. Could have used Encore actually, but then he would have, I don't know. I think Encore would have been a better move, actually. Oh well. Oh well. It really is too bad, really. But crits are a thing, so keep that in mind, guys. Crits are a serious thing. Alright, I can't use Encore because Encore's gonna flip back on me. Actually, I should have used Encore last turn. But then I don't think I would have been able to. Oh, he's gonna snarl me. I didn't do any damage. Get out. I'm not gonna crit versus you and you're gonna die. What kind of moveset is this? Whatever it is, I'm doing great. I'm just keep on scalding, and this thing is gonna die to toxic damage. And if it doesn't, it has to recover anyway. So he's gonna snarl again. Yeah, he knows he's gonna die, so he's gonna snarl me. Does Snarl do more damage as time goes on? Like, cause damn, that did a lot more damage. And finally, the Mega Sableye is gone, and Mega Swampert. If I can preserve this Politoed, I can actually sweep with the Mega Swampert. Depends on what my opponent has next. Hope they don't have an Azumarill because that might be extremely troublesome. If they do have an Azumarill, I have to burn that thing. Otherwise, Swampert is going to get boom boom. And that will not be a good time. What is this? Hydreigon? Alright, good. Excellent. I'm going to switch out into Azumarill. And I'm going to set up a belly drum and I'm going to have fun. Actually, should I do that? Is that the best move in my book? I do not think that is. Actually. I think play roughing would be my best option. So right now I am switching out into Azumarill because Azumarill completely walls Hydreigon. And what I can do is I can react accordingly. I mean, if he uses U-turn, then I'm going to see what he's going to do. If he's doing something else, I'm going to see what he's going to do. But it's a good thing that I did use Toxic versus that Sableye, because if I used Encore, it would have calm-minded. And that's because, like, I mean, honestly, I could have went into Azumarill, set up a belly drum, but if my opponent did have an Aegislash, then I wouldn't be able to do anything with that belly drums except for waste my health and my item and everything. He's gonna go for Dark Pulse. I'm gonna eat that up because Azumarill does not care. Oh my goodness, I did not eat that up. That's definitely Choice Specs. I know Choice Specs damage. That's definitely Choice Specs. Right now, I'm gonna go for Play Rough because, like, I think that's. Come on, Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry coming through. I think I can take. Yeah, I can definitely take one more. And, yep, we land it. We are in good shape. This Hydreigon is completely gone, and we are in fantastic position. We are in absolutely fantastic position. Fan-frickin-tastic, I think, is the actual term for it, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm gonna use a Play Rough because I don't want this guy to use. I don't want this guy to end up using Belly Drum on me. I want to die if he does. And if I miss Play Rough, I lose the game. And I know I'm faster because I run speed investment, and most people don't run speed investment. I do know this though. Well, actually, no, I don't know anything. Land. Alright, we land, and he doesn't go for Belly Drum, and he doesn't have a Citrus Berry either, it seems. So we are in great shape. We are in fantastic shape, actually. Rain does stop, but now the rain will be back. Now, Play Rough won't kill me because I'm faster, and I can actually burn this thing. So let's go for it. I'm gonna go for my Scald. Hopefully I burn it. If I don't burn it, that's alright too. I'm not sure if I had 1 or 2 games in this episode, but looking at the time, I think that it's whatever. And I think that because of how I'm gonna check the speed stat of my normal Swampert. So 88 speed is what my Azumarill has. This thing either speed ties Scizor, base Scizor, or outspeeds it. This thing has 92 to outspeed other base 70s that have no investment. Swampert has 120. Okay, alright. Swampert has base 20, 123, so I'm definitely outspeeding this Azumarill. And that's a good game. I'm going to Mega Evolve just because, yo, let's look at Swampert. Yo, let's appreciate this beast. I didn't appreciate it last game, even though it destroyed the opponent, but let's appreciate the design of my opponent. My opponent, I hope we don't forfeit. I really want to see Mega Swampert Mega Evolving because now I can actually appreciate it without being super tense about actually winning the game or not. Come on, Egg Rabbit. Doesn't Azumarill look like an egg? It looks like an Easter egg bunny. I mean, okay, I don't know how an Easter egg bunny looks. I don't even know what the hell Easter is, but it looks like an egg. Yo, look at Swampert, man. It's just rocking his arms back, left and right. It's like, yo, man, I need to straighten out these muscle knots. These muscle knots. If you guys work out, you probably know what muscle knots are. And, you know, when you work out and your muscles get really tight, then you have to, you know, sometimes bodybuilders and whatnot, they just shake their arms a bit just to, you know, get some blood pumping because it's just so tight and swollen, right? Because those muscles, man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I absolutely enjoyed it. Amazing. Ever since hitting 1700 plus, we've been on mostly losing because when you're hitting top 10, equivalent to top 10 United States territory, and you're using teams that are not designed to be super competitive, to be at the top 10, you know, kind of thing. I mean, like, they are if they have really good Pokemon, right? But, I mean, that's just because the team is that, like, it's not really so much that the Pokemon is good, but the team ends up being that good. If it ends up being good, that's great, you know, that's wonderful. But that's not mostly going to be happening. And if it does happen and I end up getting up there and I end up using other teams that end up crashing down, that's just because of the competitive nature of this format. But yeah, losing most of the games after I reached top 10 in the United States is not something to be completely upset about, and winning is actually an amazing feeling. Right now, winning is awesome. If I was winning earlier when I was around 1700, that would have been amazing too, but it's fine, because right now ratings don't mean too much. Once February and March come, rating battle single, then the points matter for that. But for doubles, that's where the points matter every time, all the time. Now, If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to click that like button, leave a comment, rate, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out part 1 and part 2, especially if you missed part 1. And there's also other content on this channel. Check out the channel for all that content. And the playlist for this series is in the description, as well as my journey to 1917 is also in the description. So check those two playlists out if you're interested. This was GroudonEmpire. Peace out.